Luciria the Unthinkable, to those who would seek infinite power, the beginning. She was born as one of the Lethozai, the very first humanoid race, 32 billion years ago in the most distant possible place. Her world was already ancient then. Their technology was so high they could teleport anywhere instantly, and it renewed them so they'd never die. Her sister Athania was like a great light even to their mighty race, becoming the most brilliant scientist ever seen throughout all space. Luciria was younger and studied her works, always trying to learn her ways, helping in every way she could throughout all their glorious days. After doing much good for everyone, they decided to pursue their own dreams. They traveled far away from all they knew, to excel beyond all mortal schemes. They used nanotechnology to transform a dead world to a lab for their own special uses. They would solve the secrets of the unobserved world and give themselves no excuses. They searched for the forces defining existence but were impossible to see, studying every reaction that might be related to discover what the secret might be. They had limitless time to complete their work, for they could always renew their lives. They knew that they would succeed with their vision unless the end of the universe arrives. Then one day Athania reached a dead end, subspace equations that couldn't be solved. She thought it was the end of all the scheming around which their new lives revolved. But Luciria looked at her vast equations, and at last a solution could see. Somehow her intelligence surpassed Athania's, and they didn't know how that could be. The transformation. They learned of forces that could change them forever and grant them infinite strength. With limitless power they could transform reality beyond any imaginable length. They converted their world for the ultimate purpose, to gain the power to do anything. As they made the very last preparations, they could hear every particle sing. They gathered infinite forces about them that they fully controlled with their minds. In huge containers it rushed around them to grant existence's ultimate finds. Then they started the transformation, moving unthinkable might unseen, while their minds began to reshape their forms to what gods could never have been. Luciria's mind soared with incredible power. She couldn't believe the wondrous visions she thought. She transformed her existence in a hurricane of concepts that no mortal mind ever wrought. Then she heard Athania screaming with a sound that she couldn't believe. She forgot all about her sister's presence in the wild storm of visions she'd weave. She knew it was Athania beside her. She could see her through broken glass, but was nothing like Luciria ever imagined, sensing with feelings that no one could class. Athania had burst her container, destroying all the equipment around, but there was nothing human about her, as many limbs and eyes did abound. She had formed into a being of weaving, with the power to shape a universe, intelligence beyond all the concepts of space, an unseen might that could never disperse. Then Luciria wondered how she knew that, not yet knowing what she had become. She could still hear Athania screaming. Her thoughts beat like a hideous drum. Athania seemed to be tiny. She seemed frail and fragile too. Then Luciria sensed her own transformation, and the shock of it ran her heart through. She had become the being of chaos, impossible terrors and horrors, all the madness of nightmares to an infinite degree that through time's blackest gulfs ever roars. The betrayal. Athania rapidly flew away, soon reaching the speed of light, then accelerated beyond what mortals can think, leaving her sister alone in her fright. In despair, Luciria went forth to conquer, rolling universes over at will. No force could ever withstand her wrath, yet she could not find Athania still. Then Athania sent her a psychic message from the center of a bright galaxy. It said her conquest had killed the Lethozai, not one was left that she could see. Athania said that she needed to see her, so Luciria went right away, But when she reached the center, there was no one around, and her spirit was crushed in dismay. Then suddenly the stars exploded. All the energy rushed her way. Athenia had sprung a terrible trap. Luciria's horror would end that day. As the energy struck, she felt incredible pain that no mortal could ever know. She lost consciousness for a horrible instant while her spirit had nowhere to go. When her senses returned, she was still all alone with a strange barrier all around. No matter what she did, she could not break through or make any sense of what she found. She'd been forced beyond the walls of existence. There was nowhere for her to go. For a time she cried, but when it was over, she made the best out of all she could know. She created a world of fantastic life who would be her companions forever, and she still touched the dreams in the world of the living, so truly alone she'd be never. Now, 32 billion years later, she remembers every moment, every emotion she felt, but they mean nothing to her now. Her final escape from that non-existence is her everlasting vow. She's discovered Garsha, who has the power to make objects from the dream world real. She's merged her essence with his dream world visions, a grasp on reality she can feel. If she had full possession of Garsha's spirit, she would already be in his world, but she only retains control of half, so her dreams have all tumbled and whirled. Elisa's love for him ruined Luciria's plans, kept him from bowing to her will. But she can wait an eternity. They are weak and will fall to her still. Her 5 deadliest demons are after Elisa. When she dies, Garsha will fall. Then Luciria will possess his entire soul, and he'll bring her back once and for all. And when she gets out, she will shake the cosmos to its totally infinite core. She will shape everything to her own designs, and there will be nothing more.